Hello subscribers, here is another review, and this time we'll be taking a look at the new Jurassic World Soundstrike Irritator. Now, the Toy Fair images show this figure at a bad angle. It made the tail look too short, and it kind of fell below my expectations. But seeing more reviews and having the figure in hand, it actually looks a lot better than I expected. And I think it may be as good as the Majungasaurus. So here's the packaging. Here, see, the same old awesome packaging. Then you got the back. See, same old stuff. And there's Parasaurolophus and Majungasaurus on the bottom left. So let's waste no time and get the Irritator out of the packaging. Now, before I started recording this review, I was playing with this figure. Like, this toy really exceeded my expectations. It's pretty nice. So let's start with the detailing as always. So by looking at the head right here, judging by the details in the sculpt, it's most likely made by the same guy who sculpted the Sarcosuchus. As you can see, the interlocking teeth right here. And I think the very crocodilian-esque head for this dinosaur really works. So going down the figure, you got all of these nicely sculpted scales. They're not as well done as, say, like the Massive Biter Sarcosuchus or even the Hasbro Allosaurus Assault. But see, on the bottom right here, it's just mainly smooth as always. And then on the other side, you're getting the same amount of details. Then of course you got the feet right there. They look very nicely sculpted. Oh yeah, I'll also like to mention that the feet on here look pretty similar to Mattel's Pachycephalosaurus figures. See the hands right here? See, they're very nicely sculpted, even though they do kind of seem scrawny compared to the rest of the body. So let's talk about the paint job quickly. Now, the paint job is very cool in my opinion. I think it works well for this Spinosaurid. See, the main color across the figure is just brown, but on the top, you're getting this blue coloring that continues from the head down to the base of the tail, and there's also some light blue to it. But this figure would have looked a lot cooler if the blue continued down the tail. So it also has kind of like a gray underbelly, which is just strangely from the belly to here. So that's it. That's about it for the paint job. It's pretty cool, but there's some areas that could have been fixed. The articulation is the exact same as the Cryolophosaurus and Majungasaurus. You can move the jaw. You can move both arms and both legs. So this Irritator has 5 points of articulation. Well, 6 if you want to count the action feature, which I'll get into right now. Now, I think that the sound effects of this Irritator are the best of the Soundstrike dinosaurs. Not only is there a few original roars in there, but it also uses the Spinosaurus roars from Jurassic Park 3. Now, I think that this Irritator, to my knowledge, is the only Jurassic Park dinosaur figure to do that. I'm not sure if any Hasbro Jurassic Park 3 figures did that. Correct me if I'm wrong. So let's hear those electronics. See, those are some pretty amazing electronics right there. I think that this Irritator is a pretty aesthetically pleasing figure. Well, not as good as the Majungasaurus, because I think that Majungasaurus, the pose and the proportions, are perfect. Now this Irritator, the pose is a neutral pose. It doesn't, it's not too aggressive, and the colors work well for this figure. And those things combined with the detail makes this figure look amazing. Well, like I've already mentioned before, the arms look scrawny compared to the rest of the body. The figure would have looked cooler if the arms were longer, or at least a little longer and beefier than what's here. Now let's start with the good old comparisons. So as you can see, we have the Irritator next to the 3 Attack Pack figures. Here are all of the new sculpts for the Soundstrike assortment. There's only one left, which is the Camp Cretaceous Sinoceratops. Now, this Majungasaurus is my favorite of the Soundstrike figures, but this Irritator is a very close second. Here's the 3 massive biters, and as you can see, the similarities the Irritator has with the Sarcosuchus. Now let's compare this Irritator next to the 3 other Spinosaurs Mattel has released so far, which is the Baryonyx, Suchomimus, and Spinosaurus. Now, I think this Irritator is the 3rd best of the Spinosaurs, behind the Spinosaurus and Baryonyx. I still think this Baryonyx is the best of Mattel's Spinosaurs. Last but not least, here's the Irritator next to the Collectae Minizafactinus. Well, there you have it, guys. This is my review on the new Soundstrike Irritator. Now, you guys should really be picking this up. I think this is, in my opinion, without a doubt, one of Mattel's best figures for the Primal Attack line. So, if you want this figure, you could find him at the Walmart stores or Walmart.com. I got mine from the website. So, I actually had a tough time deciding which figure I like more, this or the Soundstrike Majungasaurus. But I went with the Majungasaurus mainly because it's very scientifically accurate for a Jurassic toy, and also, like I said before, the pose and the proportions on that figure are perfect. Like, this one was a very close second, mainly because the proportions are also pretty nice, excluding those small arms. But see the paint, see the suit, this awesome suitable paint job, as well as those amazing JP3 Spinosaurus roars. If I had to give this guy a rating, I'd probably have to give him a 9 out of 10, just like the Majungasaurus and a couple other Primal Attack figures. So, if you guys like this review, leave a comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.